My fellow Americans, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak to you. Today, we stand here looking at a broken America on the verge of repair. Just this morning, my advisors informed me that 114,000 jobs were created in the month of September, and the unemployment rate is now down to 7.8%. However, there is still more that can and will be done. We once lived by the promise that hard work pays off, that every single person is given the opportunity to succeed, no matter how poor or how impoverished. That is the most basic value that our country was built on, and that is the most basic value that America should still be standing on. I ran for president because I saw that fundamental value slipping into empty promises. We've finally begun to redeem those qualities. Don't let them slip away from us again. Governor Romney has spent his campaign handing out blank promises. He has promised to reduce the income tax rate by 20% without increasing the federal deficit. America, that is simply impossible. Studies continue to show that if Governor Romney would pursue his vague tax plan, then by 2015, $86 billion of the tax burden would fall upon our hard-working middle class. While Governor Romney would extend the Bush tax cuts for the wealthy, the middle class would be left buried under increased taxes. The truth is that Governor Romney wants to move us backwards. He wants to move us back to the times of tax cuts for the rich and rolled back regulations. We all know those tactics are obsolete. They have continued to fail us again and again in our times of economic need. As Governor Romney's plan calls for burdening the middle class with an additional $2,000 in taxes, my administration has already relieved middle-class families of over $3,600. With my administration, we have finally begun moving forward, giving our hard-working middle class the opportunities they deserve. And yet, Governor Romney promotes our country as one where only a few people do well. That is not the nation our founding fathers intended for. I'm in this race to bring us back to the time when everyone played by the same rules, when everyone had a chance to succeed. That chance starts with education. In my 4 years, I have made higher education within reach for millions of more Americans by doubling funding for Pell Grants. Just last year, Governor Romney adopted our initiatives for expanding education. He advocated increasing the number of charter schools and holding teachers more accountable for the success of their students. I was thrilled to hear that Governor Romney and I, despite our other differences, agreed on the significance of education. However, only a couple of months later, Romney expressed his support for Paul Ryan's budget plan, a plan that would severely cut funding for low-income students by as much as $2.7 billion. The American people deserve a president who knows what's best for our country. Governor Romney thought he knew what was best, until, of course, he changed his mind. Within only a couple of months, Governor Romney completely reversed his views. Again, how can you accept the void promises of a man who can't even pick which policy he supports? 4 years ago, I made a promise to you that I would terminate the war in Iraq. We did. I made a promise to you that we would refocus our efforts on the terrorists like Osama bin Laden who actually caused 9/11. We did. I made a promise to you that I would help pick up the scraps of our economy, and after a decade of deterioration, we have created over 500,000 manufacturing jobs in less than 3 years. Today, Al-Qaeda is well towards the path of defeat. Osama bin Laden is gone, and our economy is finally getting back on track. I can't promise you that the rest of our journey will be easy, but I can promise you that change is still coming. The road we must take is long, but we will conquer it together. We will not look back, and we will not leave anyone behind. Thank you, and God bless the United States of America.